What's up, you guys? It's your boy Zooted. And today I'm doing an album review on Kendrick Lamar's debut album, Good Kid, M.A.A.d City. Yes, I know it came out a while ago, but personally, I'm a huge fan of Kendrick, and it's my first video of the series, so what else to start off with? So yeah, let's get this started. Kendrick Lamar, I'm going to tell you personally about him if you don't know anything about him, and then I'm going to talk about the album and basically every song on the album and the meaning of the song. So let's get this shit started. Alright, Kendrick Lamar. He grew up in Compton, California. Before he was born and when his mom was pregnant, she moved him and his dad or father, whatever, moved from Chicago to Compton. So yeah, then he grew up in Compton, bad area. Everybody knows that. He grew up in the fucking hood. He's in a rap group called Black Hippie, which is weird because Kendrick don't smoke, but everybody else does who's in the group. And other people in the group are like Schoolboy Q, Absol, Kendrick, and J-Rock. And J-Rock, you might know who that is. He was basically famous before any of them, but he quieted down a little bit to let them get their own fame, and now he's back. Yeah, he got the spotlight after basically got famous after his fourth mixtape, which is Overly Dedicated, which came out in 2010. In 2011, he released his first independent album, Section 80, which personally I like it more than this album because it had a better message. I mean, it did have a better message because this one has a really good message, but I like the songs better, I like the feel better. But they're both really good albums. Check them both out. And this is weird. The people he worked with before he dropped his album is crazy. Like, some of the biggest people in the game you can think of. Like, he worked with Dr. Dre, Game, Drake, Rick Ross, Young Jeezy, Pharrell, Busta Rhymes, E40, Bun B, Tech 9, and Lil Wayne, among other popular artists before he even dropped his first debut album on his label. His influences when he was growing up were Tupac, Notorious, B.I.G., Jay-Z, Nas, and Eminem, which is basically any good rappers. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that's what they look up to. That's the greats. Now I'm going to talk about the album you came here for. First off, his album was another amazing release from Kendrick. Lyrics were on point. He had some crazy good messages, some party songs like Swimming Pools, which is weird because he doesn't even drink. In Swimming Pools, he's talking about the peer pressure of drinking. So let's get this started. I'm going to talk about every song and its message in detail, and basically that's it. Alright, first song, Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter. The story opens as a flash forward. K-Dot has known Shireen for a number of months by this point. He met her at a party where they flirted and exchanged numbers. They kept in contact with each other over the summer and got to know each other pretty well. He also talks about her family's history of gangbanging that made him worry, but didn't stop him from hooking up with her. My bad. At the end of this song, K-Dot is driving to Shireen's house in his mother's van, which is weird, but yeah, he had sex on his mind. But when he turns up, Shireen is outside with two dudes that were in hoodies, and which probably was his cousin, the gangbanger. Her cousin, the gangbanger. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, the number 2 song. This song was really advanced, and most people didn't get the message. It was told from the perspective of present-day Kendrick Lamar, like present day now. He wasn't talking about in the past. Who isn't happy with the state of rap music, and that's what it's talking about. This song actually was supposed to feature Lady Gaga, which is weird, but she left the album entirely, also canceling their duo song that they were supposed to have. The Backseat Freestyle, which is number 3, is the outro of the previous song, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, where one of Kendrick's friends asked him to rap as a flashback. The freestyle is something that present-day Kendrick Lamar truly believes. He's basically rapping like he would when he was 17. No care in the world, basically. That's basically what it is. Like, he's even on a Hot 97 interview. He talks about being the mind state of being 16-year-old, and that's what the song was about. The Art of Peer Pressure. He takes you through a vivid story of how you learned peer pressure the hard way. This song ends with him and his homies just talking about how they finally got Kendrick high. Money Trees just recaps the story so far. He talks about robbing a house. He talks about how his life just keeps going in circles and it doesn't do anything else. He also references his uncle Tony, who was shot, and all the bad things that basically happened in his life. Alright, number 6, Poetic Justice. This is the big song that kind of blew up with Drake. It's the 6th song on the album, and it's basically it starts over. K. Dot has been dropped off back at his home by his homies. He's about to go see Shireen, and he's probably driving away there in his mother's van. He talks about her and their relationship so far. It appears they may have had some arguments. He talks about her meeting up with her girlfriends to curse him and going out partying rather than talking to him. So he's basically saying she's a bitch. She's turning into a bitch, using him and shit. Alright, 7, Good Kid. This song sets up a theme of the second half of the album, which basically is like, after 6, it changes a lot. If you listen to the album thoroughly, you know what I'm talking about. And he talks about getting jumped. He discusses the negative effects of gang culture and being unable to escape that life. He talks about the red and blue verse changes and police sirens. He basically talks about the bad stuff in his city. He talks about being trapped in a violent culture and can't get reprieve from the gangs or the police. This song actually leads into the next song, M.A.A.d City, which is number 8 on the album, where he talks about having more self-awareness and realization of the corrupt city that Kendrick lives in. He talks about his father telling him to get a job, but he got fired after his friends pressured him to staging a robbery. He gives his reasons for why he doesn't smoke, and why he tells stories of smoking marijuana laced with cocaine and foaming at the mouth. Because that's basically why he doesn't smoke. Because the first time he smoked laced weed, and he started foaming out the mouth. In the final verse, he tries to let the good shine through and offer the youth and how they don't have to be succumb to the temptations and pressures of the street. So that's what he's talking about. 9, Swimming Pools was basically, you guys know, it's about liquor and the peer pressure of it. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst was number 10, and it's from the perspective of two people he knows, one positive then he offers his own perspective of he tells stories not to offend or please anyone else but to be realistic. Basically, he talks about his music. 11, Real. The song donates an incredible, important realization that Kendrick Lamar has felt. The song as a whole alludes loving yourself and how this is a necessary component of having someone powerful insight Kendrick describes throughout the album. So basically, he talks about somebody he looks up to. And in 12, Compton, one word, he's just talking about the West Side. He's just repping it city hard. Basically, that's it, guys. And I did some hard research on this shit. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, like if you like, you know the shit. Yeah, boy!